So we have seen the modification of leaves. Next point, that is phyllotaxy or the leaf arrangement. So leaves borne by the stem shows a definite arrangement. This arrangement of the leaves on the stem and branches is known as phyllotaxy. So it is various forms, species to species, and sometimes even on different parts of the same plant. The basic principle of the phyllotaxy is to allow leaves to receive sunlight for photosynthesis. So three principal types of phyllotaxy noted in plants are, that is alternate or spiral phyllotaxy, second one is opposite phyllotaxy, and third is a whorl phyllotaxy. So alternate or spiral phyllotaxy, in this type only a single leaf arises at a nodes if is starting past around stem along the basis of successive leaves at consecutive nodes. Spiral would be formed. So this is called genetic spiral, or also all the leaves now appears to be arranged in a fixed number of vertical row or orthotics. So on the basis of leaves in relation to spiral, alternate phyllotaxy is classified as distichous or two-ranked, or it is also known as 1/2 phyllotaxy. Then trichous or three-ranked or 1/3 phyllotaxy, or pentastracous or 2/5 phyllotaxy, and last one is 8 ranked or 3/8 ranked phyllotaxy. So generally this is known as alternate or spiral phyllotaxy. The leaves are arranged alternate manner. Second one is opposite phyllotaxy. In this type, two leaves occur at each nodes standing opposite to each other. For example, Ixora, Calotropis. Calotropis means our rui plant. So on the basis of relative position of leaves on adjacent node, opposite phyllotaxy may be of two types. Number one is opposite superposed, and number two is opposite diffusate. So opposite superposed, in case the pair of leaves at one node stand directly over the lower pair. In this type of the stem is viewed from the above, only two leaves are seen. For example, Gawa or Quiscalis indica or Ixora. These are the example. Rangoon creeper, Peru or Pentkul, Ixaris or Exora. Second one is opposite, GQ. The leaves at each node stand at right angle to the next pair, above the and below. Such stem, when viewed from top, shows 4 leaves. This is commonly found in Calotropis, then Musanda, then Tabermontana, etc. So these types of phyllotaxy is known as opposite phyllotaxy. And last one is whorled phyllotaxy. There are more than 2 leaves at each node, while are arranged in a circular or whorl. For example, Nerium, Canare or red oleander. Second is Alstonia scholaris, we can commonly known as devil's tree, or in Marathi it is also known as Saptaparni. So the next point is the function of leaf. So you know, the following are the some major functions that attribute to the leaves. First function is, that is synthesis of organic food material. So it is one of the primary function of the leaf. Chloroplast present in the leaf cell trap radiant energy, that is sun energy or sun rays, which is then utilized to synthesize of carbohydrates from carbon dioxide and water, that are known as photosynthesis. So as the chloroplast containing cells are present mainly in the leaf, it is the major organ of photosynthesis. Therefore, non-green plants and animals, includes human beings, are depends upon leaves for their organic food requirements. Second one, that is exchange of gases. So surface of the leaf is provided with innumerable minute spore, that is called as stomata, through which the exchange of gases takes place. In animal, exchange of gases is involved only in respiration, but in plant, beside respiration, photosynthesis also involves the exchange. So in this process, the respiration, oxygen is taken in and carbon dioxide is given out. In photosynthesis, carbon dioxide is utilized and oxygen is out. So thus, leaves also serve as the principal source of oxygen. Third one is transpiration. The loss of water from the aerial part of the plant is known as transpiration. The stomata present on the leaves are the major organ of water loss. Though the large quantity of water is lost by this process, it is necessary as it is help in the transport of water within the plant body and also regulates its temperature. So these are the 3 main functions. Apart from that 3 function, next function is food storage. So fleshy leaves of succulent and onion storage food. Leaves of some xerophytic have a mucilage which can store water. Seed leaves of cotyledons of many plants serve as a food storage organ. Fifth function is that is protection. So leaves are modified into many forms to provide protection to the plant. For example, in woody perennial, the young shoots are covered by burrs, scales. These are small, thick, hard, and often resinous. Thorn and pines present in many plants. For example, barberries, eagle, are modified leaves. These protect plants from the animal and human being. And last function is vegetative propagation. So leaves of some plants help in vegetative propagation. The detached leaves of Bryophyllum, if placed on a moist soil, give rise to many burrs along the notches of margins. Each bud is capable of developing into a new plant. The leaves of walking fir, Adiantum, develops root at their tips and form a new plant. So, this is also known as vegetative propagation. We will see the next chapter later on. Okay?